Hello children, today we'll do revision on real numbers. The total weightage given for this chapter is 6 marks, that is 1 mark question. You will have one question of 1 mark, that is 1, and one question of 2 mark, 2 marks, one question of 3 marks, that is 3. Total weightage is 6 marks. So there might be a few variations over here, but total marks will be given as 6 marks only. I have planned up this video such that it covers all the concepts, that is 1 marker, 2 marker as well as 3 mark. So take pen, pencil along with you and work out as we proceed. For 1 mark question, I have planned up all the unique questions which will give you a better insight of all the concept. The sum of exponents of prime factors in the prime factorization. They are not asking you the prime factorization of 196, they ask you sum of the exponents. So when prime factorize, we get 2 plus 2, the exponents are 2 and 2, so that is 2 plus 2, we have 4. Then the total number of factors of prime numbers. So if at all a prime number is x, then it has 1 as well as itself as its factors. So the number of factors of prime numbers will be 2. You want me to give one more example? So total number of factors of prime numbers, if I take 17, 17 factors 1 as well as the number itself, so it has 2 factors. Then express 429 as a product of its prime factors. 429, this is when given in 2019 paper. So usually we tend to skip over here. It is for 143 times. This will still go in 11 one time, 3 times. The prime factors here are 3 into 11 into 13. One advice for you all is to always, if it is an odd number, start with 3, then check with 7, then you go on with increasing order so that you will not miss out any prime factor over there. Then if p is a prime number, find the LCM of. So here we have to play a little bit trick over here. P here 3 terms, in all the term p is there, which is the highest degree? 3. So LCM will always be taken with the highest degree, PQ. If the same question HCF was asked, you have to look for the lower degree, that is P will be the HCF. Then moving on with the next one. If two positive integers of A and B, same concept of the HCF, are written, A is now written in this format and B is here. Where x and y are prime, this will be given to you. We have to find the HCF as I told you. First check x is here, common for both. Which is the lower degree? For HCF, take the lower degree. So I'll take x here. Then y is here, so lower degree y square. HCF is x y whole square. If it was LCM, then the highest degree x cube y cube would be the LCM. If at all y is here and y is not there, then it is not common. Do not take it part as HCF. Then second one more I have given as a practice question. Here in this case, find HCF. P is here, and 3 terms. C as well. P is not here, so it will not fall in HCF. Q, yes, Q here. The lower degree is Q. The HCF will be Q. Since P is not common over here in all the 3, so it is not considered. R is there in these 2 but not in the first one. Don't take it. HCF will be only Q. Explain why this number is a composite number. Yes, it is ending with 5. It will have at least 5 as its factor, so it is a composite number. Other than one number itself, and it is ending with 5, it will have 5 as a factor, so it is a composite number. Seventh, what is the product of non-zero rational and an irrational number? So I would give you answer, it is an irrational. Answer here is it will be a irrational number. But how? Check out. For a irrational number, the decimal fraction should be non-terminating and non-repeating. 0.3256 dash dash dash. Then you multiply this with some rational number. Still it will continue to be non-repeating and non terminating. So it will be a irrational number. Denote the decimal number here 0.0875 in the rational form. So I'll just show you 0. So 0.875, this 0 after point, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 zeros. So 875 divided by, do not leave it as it is. You have to cancel this and bring it to simple form. I am leaving it up to you. So the cancellation, do it, don't leave it up to this point. One more question. If 3 is the least prime factor of a number A, see this is important, and 7 is the least prime factor of number B, then the least prime factor of A plus B. Now understand the question. Here if A is a number and the least prime factor here is 3. If at all we assume we don't know the power, it might be 1, 2 or anything. So we'll just check with the case if it is 3 raised to 1 and B is 7 raised to 1. Add 3 plus 1 will 7 will get 10, and the least prime factor, if you do prime factorization for this, it will be 2 over here. Then if at all we take in here, if we don't know the exponent over here, it might be 3 square, 7 square, 3 raised to 3, 7 raised to 3, 7 cube, that way. If at all 3 square, 9, 7 square, 49, add up 58, even number, least prime factor will be 2 itself. So you need not check, I have given you over here to explain the concept. Just what you have to do is add up 3 plus 7 and then that 10 value, it might be any number if the number has been changed. Then you decide the, do prime factorization. If it is odd even number, it will be 2. If it is odd number, check for 3, 5 or 7 as it implies in the question. This also is a new question. If n is any natural number, then 6 raised to n minus 5 raised to n always ends with. Here also we have a trick. We will just exclude this n over here. Then 6 minus 5, we have 1. It will always end with 1. How? Just check out. 6 square minus, because n can be anything. So I will make this as 36 minus 25. It will end with 1. You can try with cube also, it will give the same answer, that will, it will be ending with 1. So what you do is, any number given over here, if it is minus, just subtract it and write the answer over here. If it is 2 digit, you will get still 1. The ending one you have to take it. Find the LCM of the smallest 2 digit composite number and the smallest single digit composite number. So smallest 2 digit, so 2 digits start from 10, so that is a composite number. It is having the 2, 5, 1 and 10 as its factor, so it is a composite. And a single digit, smallest single digit, if you take 1, 1 is neither prime or composite. 2 is the smallest composite prime number, sorry. 3 is a prime number. The first composite number is 4, so it will be LCM of 4 and 10. This is 2 into 2, 2 into 5, so 4 into 5 will be 20. Now this question is of a 2-mark question. This can be given, complete the following factor tree. So you might be familiar, but still I'll give you a trick for this. When you go from down to up, this 2 multiply, multiply, multiply and multiply. From above to down, from top to down, you come divide, divide, and here you go on dividing. So now we want this one, so when we have to come down, we have to divide. I have divided this part here, so that is 371 divided by this will be 53. So with 7 into 53 you will get 371. So this is already, this into this multiply given over here, this into this, we are going up, so you multiply, you get here, when you multiply, this value is 5565. Then again we are going to the top, multiply this to, your value is 11130. I hope you all got it, the 3 factor. Our next concept is the HCF of 65 117 is expressible in the form of 65 n minus 117. Then find the value of n. Children, this I find it very important for 2021 board exam. Do practice more sums on this as well. And you need not practice mn, two terms variable. Only one is enough, and look out for the method over here. First you have to find out HCF of 117 and 65, division method or factor method, prime factorization, whichever you find it comfortable. So we have here HCF of 65 and 117 as 13. They say HCF is expressible. So HCF is expressible in this form. So I'll put here HCF is 13, 65 n minus 1117. Send this. 13 plus 117 equal to 65n. 65 n equal to 130. N equal to 130 divided by 65. That is 2 times. So n here will be 2. If you want, you can verify. 65 into 2, 130 minus 117, you will get it back 13. One more sum of this type to make it perfect. You can pause the video and try it yourself. Then check for your answer. While I show you this one, again same thing. HCF, find out HCF. HCF of this will be 36. Then HCF is expressible of this form, 36, send it that side, 36 plus 16 divided by 13, 52 by 13, m value here is 4. Our next concept is here, product of two numbers is equal to HCF into LCM. If two numbers I take it as A into B, then it is equal to H into L. H is HCF, L is LCM. The same formula can be put it in this form, either of the number. It's not necessary it should be A only, even this goes for B as well. H into L divided by B, or you have to find out HCF, then A into B divided by L, or you have to find out LCM, then A into B, H will be a linear transposing over here. So first question, HCF of 336 and 54 is given as 6. You have to find out LCM. A, B are 336 and B is 54. Given here HCF is 6, so LCM formula here, A into B by H, product of two numbers divided by HCF. So you can find out over here one time. I've just made it A into B divided by H 9 times, then 3024 is the answer. LCM, therefore LCM is 3024. Similar concept, I have planned a few more questions. So if x and y, see how the same question, x into y. So they have already given the product here. X into y is 180 and HCF of x and y, two terms. Instead of a and b, it is taken as x and y is given as 3. You have to find out LCM of these two terms only. Again, LCM equal to product of the numbers divided by HCF, product of the number already given as 180, HCF is given 3. So cancel, you will get 60. Therefore, LCM is equal to 60. One more. Yes. If HCF and LCM of two numbers are 18 and 720 respectively, HCF is 18, LCM is 720, one of the number is 90. So that means here HCF is given, LCM is given, one of the number is given, we have to find the other number. So that other you can take it as A or B or anything. Here A, either A or B, anything is okay. Now consider the other number as 90. We will find out B here, H into L divided by, okay, need to cancel 0, 0, send one time, two time. So this B will be 144. Therefore, the other number is 144. I hope this concept is clear for you. You can pick up few more questions and practice on this. Next concept is find the decimal expansion, or after how many terms the decimal expansion will be there. So this is for sure to come, this type of question for 1 mark. So here we have learned that if a 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n exist in denominator, then it is terminating. Other than this two, any other number is there, then it is non-terminating. Wait a second, do not decide it early. So 27, 3 into 3 into 3, or 3 cube, 2 cube, 5 raised to 4, 3 square. 3 square gone, that 3 which was troubling us. Now we have still 2 cube into 5 raised to 4. So now we need to make this is 4, we make plus 1, we need require that 3 into 2 raised to 1, then 2 raised to 3 into 2 raised to 1, 4. So this will be 6 divided by, we get here 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4. Why did we make? Whichever is the highest power, degree, exponent, take that, multiply to make them both. Main motto is to make here 10 raised to 4, 6. So how many decimal we need to get here? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 point. So this will be our answer. Check out for this one. Here 23. Okay, which is the highest degree? 2 raised to 4. So this is 1. I need to add up 1 5. So into 5. Then we have 5 3 15. 5 to 10. 11 divided by 2 raised to 4. 5 raised to 4. 115. 10 raised to 4. You need not put those zeros as 10,000 down. 4 1 2 3 4 point. Done. This is our next question. 441 divided by so much. 2 is okay, 5 is okay, but 7 is troubling us. Let us see whether it get cancelled. Yes, of course. 441 is 21 square. 3 into 7 21, 3 into 7 20. 7 and 7 cancel. Gone. The 7 problem thing gone. So we have here 2 raised to m into 5 raised to n, but one more thing. We have this 5 highest is 7. This we have to make it 7, so we have to multiply by 5. A raised to m into a raised to n is m plus n, it becomes 7. The main purpose of multiplying or making the exponent same is we can multiply the base. 5 into 2, 10 raised to 7. So here we cannot multiply only to the denominator, we have to give the same number as well to numerator, so that we take care our value is not changed. The given question is not changed. 7 digit, after 7 digits, so let us make it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Oh my god, such a big number. So here our small one, the decimal one, after 7 digit we get our decimal point. Here 13, this is a textbook question. We have denominator prime factorization. 5 into 5, only 5 not allowed. We need to make it 10 into 5, 2 raised to 5. This is allowed. So 13 into 32, we get here 10 raised to 5. Then we have 416, 10 raised to 5. So let us work out. 1 2 3 4 5 dot. Done. This one you all will try it yourself. 1 4 5 8 7. Then this is 1, we want 4. How much we have to multiply? 12 raised to 3, 5 raised to 4. So why we have to do it this? If you have answer for it, yes, then you have understood the question. So 10, this is what we wanted here, to multiply here 2 cube as well into 2 cube 8. Find out the answer for this one, and after 4 digit place the point. Next word problem. 3 bells ring at an interval of 4, 7 and 14 minutes. All 3 bells rang at 6 a.m. When the 3 bells will ring together next. Now here children, you need to know, in this case, whenever 3 bells are ringing or you are moving in a circular track, after some time you meet, your initial points are same and the ending points, you are starting with the same pace and with the different thing, then you will meet up at certain point. It might be the bell ringing at the same point, you are on a morning walk, you are in a circular track or thing. So we have to do here LCM in this case, because HCF will give you a smaller number. Can you check in this one? HCF will be 1 only. So after immediately 1 minute they will not ring. So it will be LCM only. So find out LCM of this one. So LCM will be 2 and 2, common thing, 2 and 2 common thing one time, then 7 and 7 common thing one time, this left out, also taken 2 into 2, here 4, 28 minutes. So LCM of this, they will ring at 6:28 am. I hope you got the concept here, children. Whenever they do the same thing here, the bells ringing or the two clocks are ticking, all those things, when will the alarm be at the next time, same time and all. So that case you do it LCM only. One more I have of the same concept. I was talking about the morning walk. Three persons step off together and their steps measure their 40 centimeter, 42 and 45. Check out, they are starting from the same point but each pace is different respectively. What is the minimum? And one more keyword I have given you in a case study, maximum keyword goes to HCF and minimum keyword goes to LCM. Each should walk so that they cover the same distance and complete the steps. So in this case also we have to do LCM. 40 factors, 42 and this. How do we pick up for LCM? If at all it is already known to you, you can forward the video or check out here. 2 here, common thing, 2 cube, higher degree. Then 3 and 3 over here, it's not necessary to be in all the 3 and 3 here, 3 square. Then 5 and 5, common thing one time, left out 7. Multiply and that will be your answer, that is 8 into 9 into 5 into 7. Next question, just check out children how this is different from the previous one. 3 sets of English, Hindi and Maths books have to be stacked in such a way that all the books are stored topic wise and height of each stack is the same. The number of English books is 96, the number of Hindi books is 240 and number of Maths books is 336. Assuming that the books are of the same thickness, determine the number of stacks of English, Hindi and Mathematics book. So here you can make out the little bit logic over here. The number of books, that is English, Hindi and Maths book, are not going to change over the time. So they are not going to increase particular whatever books they have given, it will be 96 as well, same thing. So here we have to do HCF to find out, because we have to, if I take LCM we'll get a large number, so many books are not available at all. So English books will be 2 raised to 5 into 3, 240. Prime factorization, do it. HCF we will pull out 2 all in all the common. For HCF we have to take the lower degree, 5, 4 and 4 lower degree. 3 is common in all, so into 3, 5 not common, 7 not common, leave it. So this will be 16 into 3, 48. Now we have to find out how many number of stacks of English books can be formed. How many are there English books? 96 by 48. So cancel, you will get 2 stacks. And that of Hindi, 240 divided by 48. So 24 2 times. So that will be 5 stacks. Math, 336 divided by 48. So here when we cancel, it will be 7. You can cancel your way. So 7 stack. I hope you got the concept over here. Instead of here there are guests and so many number of rooms have to be allotted to the guest and all. So the number of rooms remain fixed over there. So in that case, see to that you do HCF over there. So check out for the factor which remains constant over a time. Then it should be HCF done over there. The next concept, and this can be given for a 3 marks question. Prove that 2 minus root 3 is irrational given that it is root 3 is an irrational. Root 3 is already given, it is irrational. So you need not prove root 3 is irrational and come to this point. So this I have taken 2 examples. You can just compare over here. 7 plus 2 root 2, 2 root 5. First part remains same. Let us assume to contrary that 2 minus root 3 is irrational. Let us assume to same thing. Here in this part, there exists a co-prime A and B. You can take P and Q, anything. Here comes your little bit of working. 2 minus root 3 equal to A by B. Minus, your irrational part is negative, so to send this side, and A minus B goes in there. So 2 minus A minus B will be, take LCM, B will be LCM into B, 2B minus A by B, that is root 3. Here they gave us that root 3 is irrational. So root 3 we got it in the form of P by Q or A by B. So this contradicts, because we have assumed they are integers. We get a rational number. This contradicts the fact that root 3 is irrational. Our assumption is incorrect. So hence 2 minus root 3 is an irrational number. Now check for the twist over here. This is 7 plus 2 root 5 equal to 8. Our root 5, this is the irrational part, because they told us root 5 is irrational. So we will make this root 5 isolated here in LHS. This is already positive, so leave it over here. Here this was negative, so we sent it that side. Here, leave it here. You go on shifting until you get root 5 alone in LHS. Plus become minus, LCM, bring this 2 down. Again the same set of words, statements. Finally you get 3 marks after writing this. Take up 2 or 3 more questions. Practice the statements and this working. How do you handle if it is plus and if it is minus? That's it. In the previous question they had already given that root 5 is an irrational number, but here we have to prove that root 5 is irrational number. Same statement, let us assume to contrary, root 5 is a rational number. Then there exist integers P and Q, take it A and B or anything, which are co-prime, and Q should not be equal to 0. You know why? Otherwise it will become a not defined term. So cross multiply here, Q root 5 equal to P. Make this one here, squaring both the side, Q square, square and square root cancel, 5 P square. Make this one as equation 1 and then proceed next. 5 bring it down of P square. Here you write 5 divides P square, 5 divides P. Then let P equal to 5C. Now how do we know that P only I should take, or some of you have confusion, how do I decide that P should be 5C? So one trick for you to know it, CQ is already having the number, which is the part which do not have number, that is P. So that one we will give number to it. It's just, it might seem funny, but it is a thing you can remember this way. So P equal to 5C, then for any integer C, so substitute P equal to 5C in equation 1. What is our equation 1? This one. So it is P square, so we have to square it, 5C. Q square into 5, 5C square, this 25. Send this 25 down, C square, just ignore it. Q square, cancel, Q square by 5. Now we showed here 5 square divides Q square, 5 divides Q. When it divide Q square, it will divide Q as well. So this, now what we have shown here is P and Q both are divided by 5. That means they have one common factor, 5. But we have assumed they are co-prime. So this contradicts our assumption that this is an irrational. So all those things, our assumption is wrong or incorrect. Therefore root 5 is irrational. Now look out for the same type here. Root 3. Children, you practice with root 5, root 3, root 2 commonly asked questions, most commonly asked question, and the same answer, same statement. You can make a note like this. You can go on writing for root 2, root 7, root 11, as in where will be your twist in this one. P do not have number. What number you are going to give? This is Q is having 3, so we will give 3 only. So it will be 3C. So 3C square. I hope you know these steps. I'm not just going a bit fast because you already might have worked out this one. So cross multiply, then bringing 3, we show here 3 divides P square, 3 divides P. So in the alone number, we will give it 3C, then 3, put it here in place of P, 3 square, 9, send it down, C, ignore it, Q square by 3, we showed here 3 divides Q square, 3 divide Q, So this contradicts the fact that root 3 is an irrational. Our assumption is wrong and root 3 is irrational number. So here are the most common thing I have mentioned. Other than these, additional thing to be learned here is learn fundamental theorem of arithmetic. The straight question for 1 mark will be asked, state fundamental theorem of arithmetic. It is given in your NCERT textbook. Do learn that one. And then this type of question, we will not neglect this as well. Just learn it, do it along with me. This all multiplication means treat this as a single term. We have to prove that this given number, whatever it result as a big number, that is a composite number. So 5 and plus is a separator, 5 and 5 common out, pull out, multiply 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Here this has gone out, so it is 1 into 6, 144 plus 1. So we get 5 into 145. You need not multiply and make it as a big number. You can write the given number have at least 5 and 145 as its factor. So it is a composite number. One more try with this number to prove that this number is a composite number. Here 3 and 3 plus sign separator, 3 pulled out, 1 into 2 into 3, only one number is out, so into 4 plus 1 because this is out there. So 3 into 4, 3, 12, 24, 24 plus 1, Bodmer's rule, multiplication plus 25. So the given number have, you need not write it as 75. You just can say the given number has at least 3 and 25 as its factor, so it is a composite number. I hope all of you have enjoyed doing real numbers and understood. Please let me know how did you feel the video was helpful to you.